the Nottingham Ghost Walk. My name's Gary, I am your guide tonight. And I've got to say, I'm so chuffed that so many people have turned up tonight, and I know that I'm competing with Nancy and Doctor Who and I don't know what else. And in honour of Nancy, I've gone for the Oliver Twist tonight, so you appreciate this, don't you? So, there we have it. Actually, do you want to step in a bit so I don't shout so much? Not too close. Yeah, so, there we have it. Sad and plaintive tune on the flute. Dark, damp graveyard. The mist rising, the owl hooting. I think you'll just have to come back in the winter if you want the full specimen. Just the sort of place where you'd expect me to go, yeah? Well, actually not. Statistically, you are more likely to meet a ghost sat down in your local than you are hanging around a graveyard. And the reason for that, just look around and make sure I'm right or what's. Yep, that's good. Yep. Yes, just a quick look around. I would say there is a good chance that each and every one of you will one day wake up dead. And on the day that happens, you are going to have to ask yourself, will you spend eternity sat on a hard, cold gravestone, developing eternal piles? Or will you maybe go a-haunting? Will you maybe leave a ghostly message to a loved one on the answering machine, telling them how wonderful the afterlife is? Maybe you'll go and haunt your old boss. Get a bit of payback for all the overtime they never paid you for. Yeah, it's an appealing thought, all right. Or maybe you will go and sit in your old local and enjoy a quiet pint when nobody's watching. Go to your old golf course, have a quiet round of golf when nobody's watching. So I think you see my point then. There is no reason there is no reason why a ghost would hang around a graveyard. There are better places to be, better things to be doing. Unless the union of ghosts, ghouls and phantoms calls on its members to unite for the common good. Which might be, roughly speaking, what happened here a good few years ago when they built the magnificent Maid Marian Way. Maid Marian Way, once voted the ugliest street in Europe. Yeah. No, seriously. Now, before Maid Marian Way, St Nick's graveyard, where we are now, was one of the largest in Nottingham and stretched to the side of the road. In those days, Maid Marian Way was, it was a sketch in the pocket book of the town planner. As these things do, the sketch became a plan, the plan became a project. They were ready to begin work. But before they could, they must clear away the graves. Well, that's okay. Local church regulations say that it's all right to dig up dead bodies, so long as you rebury them on some other consecrated ground. And that's what they did. Wherever they could see the graves, they dug them up, moved the people off elsewhere. Work began. But when it did, they began to find unmarked graves, mass burials, pauper graves. Over there would be the pit that held the victims of the most recent typhoid epidemic. Over there was the pit that held the victims of the most recent cholera epidemic. Over there will be the pit that will hold the victims of next year's bird flu epidemic. These bodies were very unceremoniously dug up, and their bones were dumped over in the corner. And I think, understandably, the dead were just a little bit miffed at having had their peace disturbed. Very quickly, the Maid Marian Way site developed a reputation for being not a very nice place to work. The workmen said they could hear voices whispering in their ears, tempting them away from the job. Might have been something to do with it being a red light district in those days. They said if they put their tools down, they would vanish and turn up somewhere else. Overnight, the trench that had been dug was found filled in the next morning. So it went, a whole catalogue of strange and unexplainable events. Well, now, of course, the decent thing to do would be to take those bones and bury them. But oh no. Our town planner was an enterprising chappie. He knew that calcium mixed with cement makes a very firm and sturdy building block. over there was a free and plentiful supply of calcium. He had those bones ground down, mixed up. They became the foundation stones of the Lloyd's GSB Bank over on Middle Pavement. Curiously, when this happened, the haunting stopped. I think we can only assume that the paupers, the poor, who'd never had a penny in their lives, were very happy to be built into a bank for as long as it's standing.
I like the smell of smell. You know what you're doing today? Do you then?
Cobwebs. Spiders' webs.
You're right, Pippa. There's no spiders. What spider with the right hand would live in?
It's a dog, isn't it?
Is there any more behind you?
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
A couple more.